Hello viewers, welcome back to my YouTube channel Mathematics with G Bajaj. Today we will be doing exercise 6.3 lines and angles. So this is question number 1 now. In the figure, sides QP and RQ of triangle PQR are produced to point S and T respectively. So you can see a triangle PQR is being given and sides QP is produced to point S and QR is produced to point T. If SPR that means this angle is given to be 135, PQT that means angle this one 110. Find PRQ. We are supposed to find out this angle. So first of all, whatever is being given, we are going to mention those things. Angle SPR is given to be 135. Angle PQT is given to be 110. And what we want to find out? This is PRQ we want to find out. So how to do this? There are two basic methods. In one of the method, we will find out this thing using linear pair. And here also we will find out this angle using linear pair. When we got these two angles using angle sum property, we will find out angle third. Another method is this: we can apply exterior angle property. We will find out this angle. After then, angle P plus R is equal to angle PQT. Angle P plus angle R is equal to angle PQT. Why? Because they hold exterior angle property over here. So I am going to use exterior angle property. So first of all, angle SPR plus angle QPR. This is equal to 180 degree. They are forming linear pair. So SPR is 135. QPR we are going to find out. So this is equal to 180 and QPR we got as 180 minus 135, that will give us 45. So we got QPR as 45 degree. This we got as 45 degree. Now we are supposed to find out this angle. So how can we find it out? P plus R, that means angle QPR and angle PRQ. These two angles are opposite angles of this angle. So here we got QPR as 45 degree. Now I am going to apply exterior angle property over here. You can see in triangle PQR, the exterior angle PQT will be equals to angle QPR plus angle PRQ. You can name them angle 1, 2 and it will be easier also if you write 1 plus 2. Depends upon you only. So here we have applied exterior angle property. So QPR is 45 and PQT is 110. PQT 110. QPR we got as 45 and we are supposed to find out PRQ. So you can see how can we find it out. Angle PRQ on one side only, this 45 will be shifted over there and we will be getting our required answer, which is equals to 65. So PRQ is 65. That is the required answer. So here comes the next question, question number 2. In this given figure, X is given to be 62, XYZ, that means this whole angle is given to be 54. Y is the bisector of this. Bisector means YO will bisect the whole angle in two equal parts. It means two equal angles and both will be equals to half of Y. So Y is the bisector of XYZ. That means we can write down angle 1 equals to angle 2. Both are equal and both are half of angle XYZ. OZ is the bisector of angle XZY. Therefore this angle and this angle, they will be same and will be half of XZY. So we can say that angle 3 equals to angle 4, both are equal and is half of xzy. So we have to find out OZY. That means this angle, and YOZ. These two angles we have to find out. So first of all, we have been given x and y. That means we can find out z angle z. After finding angle z, we can take half of it, because we need to find out angle 3 here. So let's solve it now. Now in triangle XYZ, angle x plus angle y plus angle z. We have already written the name of the triangle XYZ. That means definitely we are talking about the three angles as x, y and z. We are not talking about OYX or OYZ. Because of the name we are writing y, that means I am writing the full angle over here. You can write down XYZ or YZX as you want, using angle sum property of triangles. Here we have been given the value for x as 62, y as 54. You can see XYZ is given to be 54, and we are supposed to find out angle z, that is XZX. So we got 116 plus z is equal to 180, or you can say angle z is 180 minus 116, which is equals to 64 angle z, or you can write XZY. So one of the angle we got, but this is not the required answer. We are supposed to find out the bisector of it, because we need to find out OZY, and OZY is the bisector of angle XZY. So how can we find it out? OZY is half of angle XZY. That will give us half into 64. That will give us 32. So one of the required answer we got as angle OZY is equal to 32 degree. So one of the answer is this one. Now we are supposed to find out YOZ. For YOZ we must have 3 and 2 angle, that means OYZ and OZY. OZY we got here. Now we are supposed to find out first of all this angle, and then we will apply angle sum property over here. So let me find out OYZ, and OYZ is the half of angle XYZ. Angle XYZ is given to be 54. So let's take half of it, because angle OYZ is half of it. OYZ, that means angle 2 is half of XYZ. So this is half of 54. That will give us 27. OYZ is 27. Now you can see we got two angles, and we can find out the third angle easily. Angle OYZ is 27 and OZY as 32. So in triangle YOZ, this will be equals to angle OYZ plus OZY plus angle YOZ. This will be equals to 180 degree. Why? Using angle sum property of triangles. So let's fill the values now. 27 plus 32 plus YOZ is equal to 180 degrees. So YOZ is here only, and 180 minus this is 59, which goes over other side, and we will be left with 121. So the required answer is YOZ to be 121. So these are the required answer for this question.